The air was filled with phantoms wandering hither and thither in restless haste, and moaning as they went. Every one of them wore chains like Marley's ghost. The misery with them all was clearly that they sought to interfere for good in human matters, and had lost the power forever. Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ebenezer and the Invisible World. Tonight we turn A Christmas Carol into a Metroidvania. Shall we see how it holds up? Don't hold me wrong. Jacob Marley allowed you to see the invisible world, and only someone such as you can help someone such as me. So what would a spirit possibly need from me? Be familiar with the Malthus family? Somewhat rich industrialists. They can keep themselves for the most part. Unfortunately, there is more to them than that. On with it, spirit. I haven't got all day. Tell me your story. And so I shall. Let me tell you the story of Caspar Malthus and the Malthus family dream. The Malthus family has always resided in the shadows of London high society, a truly heartless lineage who view the downtrodden of London as a cancer that would spread until a means of excising it could be found. While such cruel machinations have always existed, with the rise of modern industry, some members of the Malthus family felt a new age was soon dawning when the solution to present itself. Driving this new rhetoric was Gaius Malthus. He seized upon the city's industrial expansion and turned their family from mere aristocracy into an empire of industry. His factories swelled with the poor working people of London. He offered these workers horrid conditions and little pay in exchange for their back-breaking labour. All the while he planned for a day where he could rid the world of the lot of them. However, cruelty is a flame that burns one's candle twice as fast. Gaius died suddenly, and I dare say we are all of us the better for it. With the death of the Malthus family patriarch, command of their empire fell to Caspar Malthus, his only surviving son. Caspar was a dear friend of my mortal youth, remembered as a happy and joyous boy who loved the world around him. I hoped that he would choose to take the Malthus family in a new direction. Unfortunately, I was wrong. Working conditions worsened and the cruelty of the Malthus family continued. However, I refused to believe that Caspar had gone so far down this path that he could not be redeemed. It was 1 year ago tonight, Christmas Eve, that I paid Caspar a visit. I appeared before Caspar much like Jacob Marley appeared before you, and warned him that the heavy chains forced from his own cruelty would condemn his spirit forever. To avoid this fate he would need to set himself on a path of redemption. It should come as no surprise to you, Ebenezer, that Caspar was also visited by 3 Christmas spirits that night. Each in turn showed him memories of his past, scenes from his present, and events from his potential future, all the purpose to put him on this better path. But of all the images that Caspar was shown that night, it was the ghost of Christmas yet to come that had the most profound effect. Caspar was shown a decrepit old man locked in his study and resting on the mountainous deuterides of failed designs and concepts. Refuse littered the floors, creating an extraordinarily unpleasant smell about the place. Caspar could feel the vast emptiness within the massive halls of the man's home and knew he had been alone for a long time. Whoever he once was, he now only existed as the architect of some obsessive project. It was then that Caspar began to recognize the room, the portraits and books on the wall, and the familiar features on the old man's haggard face. He was gazing at a visage of his future self. Well, the ghost was to come and brought Caspar here to simply gaze upon the man he would become, but to witness the man's ultimate triumph. Caspar had achieved the Malthus family dream. Whether it was a power source, engine, or some infernal mechanism, I cannot say, but I do know it was the catalyst that would sever the workers from society. In the midst of the old man's jubilation, the ghost was yet to come, raised his finger and pointed at this frail future visage, not wanting Caspar to miss a moment of what came next. The old man's cries of exultation would be his last. This moment of excitement after decades of despair and neglect were too much for his worn heart. Caspar watched his future self begin to die before his eyes. Caspar's eyes soon withdrew from the old man. He watched instead the device, the culmination of his life's work, his family's dreams fall from withered hand and shatter on the floor. At that moment, Caspar and his future self both saw that everything they had spent their life pursuing, every sacrifice or cruel and heartless act, would all amount to nothing. They would die alone, unloved, and forgotten. With that, Caspar was returned to his own time in a state that I perceived to mean he had been profoundly changed by the ordeal. I left him then so he could contemplate what he had just witnessed. I felt confident that he would see the lonely path his life was on and make changes that would lead him to another. However, what I did not foresee was that there would be another visitor that night, one who did not want to change Malthus's path, set it in stone. A dark spirit emerged from the shadows and confronted Caspar, laughing at the silly images the Christmas spirits had shown him. Caspar pled to the horrifying truth that he did not want to meet the same fate as that he witnessed this night. The dark spirit smiled and reminded him that he had only been shown a possible future, one that now need not transpire. He told Caspar that the Christmas spirits had carelessly presented a new opportunity for the Malthus family. Caspar had been allowed to observe the workings of the old man's future device. With this knowledge, he could recreate it in the present. He was told he could help create the world this family had always wanted. He could only be strong enough to put aside silly morality plays and take appropriate steps. With that, Caspar turned his back on the better path. A year hence, and he is almost finished using his unnaturally gained knowledge to bring himself to the precipice of somebody's ultimate dream, to crush the poor works of the city under the gears of industrial progress. Yet, despite all of this, I'm my old boyhood friend Caspar, and I cannot bring myself to believe that he's beyond the hope of redemption. Now you know my story. I need a mortal to help my old friend find redemption before he is beyond salvation. If will not come to yet a second time. It is up to you to find the pieces of Caspar's past, present, and future, and convince him to choose a better path. And as a pathway to redemption for Caspar, it will weave for the people in his life that meant most to him, and knew him well. That is all well and good, but even if you knew Caspar Malthus once was as a good man, that was some time ago. How can you be sure that such a person still exists? I confess I am not well informed on the metamorphosis that transpired within him. It is imperative that we unravel how he became the man he is today. Caspar kept a journal in the London Observatory, secreted away from the prying eyes of his father. The journal is still there, may help us understand how he drifted so far from how I remember him. Gallivanting about as a spirit's lack was not how I intended to spend my holidays. But, I suppose in all fairness, I too was once a man that had lost his way. The esteemed presence of my dear friend Jacob Marley to set me straight. Very well, spirit, I will find Caspar's journal. Thank you, Ebenezer. You must exercise the utmost caution tonight. Caspar has already put into motion his plan to displace the workers of London. Because of protesting, and soon there will be a stand-up between the protesters and the Malthus private guard. The guard have been deployed to patrol the streets, no doubt eager to showcase their mettle to anyone sympathetic towards the plight of the workers. So amidst this cacophony of mounting chaos, we permit to venture into a whirlwind of further disorder and confusion. I must say, Spirit, your timing couldn't be more inconvenient. All right. Similar enough controls thus far. There's a wig. How pleasant to see the bright face of my former employer. Hello, Ebenezer. You have made much of yourself since you worked for my company. May I provide assistance as you advance in your quest? Drake, I'm very grateful. There's never been a limit to your generosity. That is indeed very important. Always. Especially when you get lost as easily as I do. Ebenezer, good time again. Leave your kindnesses here. You have truly changed. Thank you, Tiny Tim. Yeah, the producer just said his impairment requires aid. You can see it on my behalf. Quite the guard here. Please, don't. I surrender. You there. See someone warns your assault on that man this instant. Yes, as he may have committed his fair share of transgressions, but he has clearly surrendered himself, hasn't he? You and your friends are naught but the surplus population. Accept your fate, you pitiable swine. You're next, old codger. Go tell your captain. See if I care. Thank you, kind sir. Now let me help you home. All will be fine. You need to find a safe haven. For one, Gastron is a merciless fellow, and you are grave peril in his presence. He's not just neutralizing protesters. With the Malthus private guard, he is hunting anyone involved in the protests. Now they'll come for you, too. I'm well aware of the pressing need for self-preservation today. Thank you very much. Eric, why were you utterly useless in extending aid to that man? Are you content with being a mere spectator, an impotent bystander in the face of distress? Because while you can see spirits intervene in the affairs of mortals, I cannot. I wish to aid that man, but like all spirits chained to the mortal world, I am prevented from acting on that desire. Unless you help that man on my behalf, I should not be able to come to your assistance when you need it. Okay. Okay, so we're looking for... Okay. Asylum. These are where we need to go currently. Forgive my intrusion. You don't need to apologize, Fezziwig. You are a great help. You're right, you will find a save room. Save room will open save progress. We do like having access to a save room. Hello there. You're Ebenezer, stop for a moment, but by my lamp flames. But you know my name, Spirit. And I want other people who and most would prefer I not know it. Ah, yes, I do remember you, Lamplighter. You were quite the town whisperer. Quite proud of your gossip. Yes, but there, but not now. I lit my flame to catch your attention. I need your assistance. A journalist, Salvatore Garcia, is writing a story about the accident in the Malthus factory. If published, it will shine light on the dangerous working conditions across London. He's delivering his article tonight, but I fear with the unrest on the streets he could be hurt or injured. Notice what will be required. I only need you to ensure his path is well lit. There's no many of the street lights along the path. Near them often ensure his path is safely lit. I'm happy to help, but I do not make an imposing escort. We'll keep an eye out for these. Only wander about. Okay. So keep an eye on Phoebe. You, I know you. Ebenezer Scrooge, you're that rich, miserly old man that yells at children for laughing at too loud. You made my friend cry. Yes, well, Mother, I've got to say this is so generous with the laughter of children. I found it quite a bother at the time. I'd like to make amends. If you're friend nearby, I'd like to apologise. You'll be some trouble. She's snuck into a building to the right, looking for food without realizing it was occupied by Martha's guards. Now she's trapped and scared. You know, sir? Nice lady here. Marianne can take her to safety to find a way for Phoebe to exit the building. Of course I will. I'll find Phoebe and help her to safety. Second lamplighter's rest. Ah, right. So we do need possibility in general. Thank you for your assistance, Marianne. Quite the range of attack there. Right, so we cannot go further here. We need to go here for now. Alright, quick save. Well, I will certainly with another time then, Lorraine. This is the cemetery. And this bridge we'll get later then. We need to... Hitting those does not actually refill any of our resources, which is fine. And the save room does not seem to restore... Oh, it does. Okay. Someone was not paying enough attention last time. Every hit. It's quite a toll, though. Okay, so with buses building probably... There's much needed verticality. I've lost the place a little bit longer than I'd like. Okay, we have a sail room at least. I'll see, hopefully near the observatory. There's no selling. We've got things we can save up for. Well, I'm considering getting a new pocket watch. Apparently not. Welcome to Link. Congratulations on being first. How are you doing tonight? Okay. What other items do we... Okay. We need another mugwort and wadi sand. Ah, very fair. Do you know what you'll want to cook at least? Or is the decision process also part of what's going to require some additional energy? I can definitely see how it could be perceived as... Oh, and I backdashed right into the attack. Let's... No. Waltz into death this time. But while I can definitely see how that could be weirder, at the same time, if the energy is more about motivation, because it is definitely much more difficult to put together the motivation to actually do so. If there's something that's really catching your attention among your options. Ah, okay. Okay, so we have a new artifact at least. Steadily getting to save up. Not anything this time. Heartbreaking. Excuse me, sir, do you know the time? I suppose I do. Let me just find my pocket watch. Another model, a very good and trustworthy instrument. For sometimes it does for in particularly cold weather. But if you bad ones in a row, you should probably get it examined, or else you're going to be running behind. Hey, do you have any experience in engineering? Or have make my trade in life one of the best in the industry? Although you probably haven't heard of me. I never was one for fame. Or talk to people. Or leave my house. Ever. You see, for someone who seems to have done so little, how do you end up chained to the mortal world? Well, that's just it, isn't it? I have anything for everyone else. I can suffer from the good and the bad parts of humanity, even though I was given the opportunity to bring a little happiness into the world, I chose not to participate. Yes, I was also once a bit of a hermit. I had the good fortune of having been visited by the three spirits. I was going to with something. I had a man, John Hardwick, approach me to repair from family pocket watch and engrave a heartfelt inscription into the back of his son. I performed my job well, and I was happy with the work. I had learned that he had died in an accident later that day at the Malthus factory. I chose to forget about it, even though a small part of me urged that I tell the man's son about the engraved pocket watch. While I couldn't be bothered to leave my workplace, I would like a son to have it. I can help you with this. Really, I'll be forever grateful. When the engraved pocket watch at the Malthus factory, his son's name was Fern, you can find him somewhere here in the London city centre. He has many friends and often meets them for meals. Yes, we've met Fern, we need to find the Malthus centre first. Next among what we need the sand, however, still. actually... Oh, we can attack in multiple directions. However, for that, we will need a new ability. Good to save them while we're here. Now we'll head back. Quite a bit of currency to our name from there. Glad we went here. Okay. This is your quest. Ah, so you definitely want to be utilizing these aggressively. You there, halt. You look like one of our factory's lowly drudges. Are you indeed the man responsible for disrupting the activities of my men? Was he Warren Gastron? Command your goons to stand down at once. This is no way to treat people. People? Hardly. So it will no longer be incumbent upon us to attend to the squalor of London or to advance the grinding wheel of progress on behalf of the rest of society. You look a man of respectable means. I'll give you one last chance to surrender and remain unharmed. Bah, humbug. The third part of it. It's a pity that the man of your station sympathizes with these peasants. Gaspar Malthus has conceived a magnificent scheme for a new London. I shall assist him in realizing it. We'll meet again, Ebenezer. Painful mess. It does heavily seem like I would get a much nicer upgrade out of working on our lamplighter. Oh, again, I'm just facing the wrong direction. Does seem the recharge times on this is a little bit higher than I would like it to be, but at least they seem to refund those efforts just as easily. Berries? Oh, hello. Ebenezer, I'm the good present. I've come to offer assistance. Really, have we not crossed paths before? Was by all my brothers. I am more than 1800 after all. I remember now. It is good to meet you. What assistance do you offer me? Met all my brothers, you have met his wars, the children of mankind. Right, indeed, want and ignorance were their names. Also to beware them both. My brother gave you good counsel. For mankind has many children. Some that bring doom, some that bring kindness and hope. Tonight these three have been asked to help you in your endeavours. How could she help? This girl is courage. She will be your strength in the face of great challenges on this night. Thank you, Spirit. Enemy's blood belt. Offers increased run speed. We're not really in much of a bargaining position, am I? There's a journalist here in this observatory, but I don't know where. Any Hall would know. We spent many hours together here in this grand observatory, if only we could ask her help. Maybe there's some crafting materials here. We don't have a way to get past these. Yet, of course, being the opposite word, especially in Metroidvania. Alright. More things we cannot access, apparently. Reef. Respite. That we've made good use of. So this gate's will be locked. When you're meeting this, will this hilly hole end up being the one that offers us a way through that? Also really should try to find a way back to... Invisible who allowed us... Oh. Oh. Offered us, rather. The ability to upgrade our health bar. Oh no, what am I missing? This is right. You must have it, Louis. Don't give up. You're only missing one piece of the equation. I so wish that you could hear me. Phantom, why are you looking over this man's shoulder? So much to help this researcher. I wrote a book on planetary motions that contains the information he needs, but I'm changing the mortal world, always knowing what these men and women need to solve the mysteries of the universe, what unable to help them. Is there anything I can do? Yes, thank you for offering, sir. Can you find the book Louis is searching for? Here, it is somewhere here in the observatory. If you find it, I can bring it to him. I'm sure you will see the solution once he has the book in his hands. Well, I might find... Well, how hard can it be finding one book in a sea of tens of thousands? Alright, let's get back to hopping. Wonderful sail room. Oh, okay. Shouldn't be surprised that spikes out. Wow. Let's turn off the spirit child for a moment. Bring it back for bosses, but otherwise it does. Situations where it does inhibit what I would like to do. If we're not going back, we'll just move on. What a problem. Those are the Orbit of Celestial Bodies by Professor Haley Horn. This is it. So reveal yourself, please. I have found the book you seek. Finding this, I believe Louis will be a great artist one day, and I'm glad to help him. I shall make sure he finds this book. Hello, Haley. It has been many years. Oh, I can't believe my eyes. You ordered the war. It's never returned. I'm in aid of our fellow friend, Caspar Malthus. After years of manipulation by his father, his mind has been poisoned to have disdain for the working class. Caspar, how dear Caspar. Was it possible? As soon as Caspar and I thought of nothing more than seeing the world and bringing joy and kindness to others, those without means especially. That was not how you left him. He has brought turmoil to London. Now that I find myself in these immortal chains, I have obligated myself to aspire to good, and it is good to help Caspar and the working people of London. We are here in search of Caspar's journal, the one he will write in so regularly when he came to this place. Remember Caspar's journal well, he always carried it with him. I've seen it recently, mixing with some of the academic texts. The collection here is so vast that one of the staff must have carelessly included it with the academic texts. Do you know we can find it? Excellent! Caspar's journal is upstairs, above the planetarium. I can take you there. It is a dark night, Haley. Danger is about. I'm sure you want to come with us. Must be careful, the unrepentant are everywhere tonight. No to worry. Like all astronomers, I love the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. Okay, so now this which can get us through some... Ooh. Interesting new gates. And who are you? You there, best-looking mortal. Have you any familiarity with scales? Scales is to weigh money? I should say I do. As one might say my scales are a little unbalanced. See, I am a harpoonist and fisherman by trade. It does not seem like a profession that lends itself to imbalance. It's an honourable profession. I was once an honourable man, but as financial demands on me grew, I made extra money running a scheme with the help of some local fishmongers. To then fix their scales and con local fishermen out of their rightful payment. You should become a cheat. That will explain your chains. Most certainly, yes, but over the long years changed the model world, I have seen the error of my ways. My former partners, however. What about them? They felt no remorse for their actions and have long since become unrepentant spirits. They're still drawn to the local fish market, feeling an instinctual pull to that place. That makes them want to continue tormenting the honest fishermen. What fools. Even knowing their fate and the consequence of their decision, they continue with this rotten behavior. Perhaps I can help them? I feel with the surge of unrepentant spirits this evening, their actions could be emboldened and cause irreparable harm to the fishermen. Please, see if you can protect them. Okay. As our third item, we can have equipped, giving us less pressure while underwater. Letting me dabble in a bit of curiosity in the process. But only a bit. Huh? And the steady stream of upgrades begins. Additional sand. Alright, let's continue our... Ah, okay. Right. Green room means we actually have found everything. I think. Hello again, Ebenezer. Oh, right, you already had the book. Right, that would make sense. Also, that's the intended way of getting through this. However, it has nonetheless proven to be a successful. Gaza shortcuts necropolis. Who's runs in this order? Okay, so we need to know the order of the planets. Okay, so it's standard order. Okay, so like that is much. Right. Like Mars, not. That does in fact count against you. Unfortunate. Is that not Earth? Or did I not properly tag Venus before? Did not properly tag Venus, was why. Oh, right, now we have access to the elevator. Well, let's go ahead and actually see what the elevator... where the elevator takes us. First and foremost. Do we need fisherman's hook for that? Because I presume it's the harpooner. What's going on with that shield? Okay. Steadily making presumed headway. Ah, the last Casper's journal. Will you really know what it says? Mere collection of mundane observations. This is the museum, musings on the observatory. Where else we sought? 8th century here. What does it say? He writes about the loss of his mother. He writes with a heavy heart, but his mood soon turns to one of anger. He accuses the mother of deceiving him for many years, claiming that the affection she had shown him was nothing but a pretense, meant to hinder his prospects within the family enterprise. I cannot believe that my parents would bring me here every weekend. I would often see Caspar and his mother, Lillian, together. Due to a close and affectionate bond, and I cannot conceive of her or any mother deceiving him in the manner he suggests. Maybe death holds some key for redeeming Caspar? Death? No, Lillian did not die. At least not then. Caspar told me that she had been committed to a Bedlam asylum for treatment. Not of mental disease or hysteria. It was around that time that I stopped seeing Caspar. Well, does she still live or not? Caspar's mother may be the key to understand his metamorphosis from innocent boy to this wretched industrialist that he has become. Please, I do appreciate that you are still a resident of the mortal world, but please be aware that we do not receive a telegraph with tidings of every spirit's passage into the next world. Understood. So lead you to Bedlam Asylum then? Because our path wasn't convoluted enough already. Let's add a madhouse to the mix. Oh, delightful. You must know the chances of finding someone coherent in that wretched place are slim at best. Sadly, I agree, but we must try. We'll face new dangers, though. Cruel experiments are carried out on the hapless patients, hidden away from public scrutiny and knowledge. Alright, back to West London. Which is definitely a hub that we will need to return to with great frequency. We need crystal glass next. Okay, so we need more sand. Very fair. Additionally, make sure to quickly look at the shop. Willing materials as well. Actually, there's more beyond the trader. I should pay better attention. I think we'll look at the map at least. Alright. Because we have not yet spent our coin. Okay, Now we need to find the one who seeks it. East side of London. Shouldn't be too far off, in theory. Didn't get this earlier. Okay, so that also still applies with an air dash at all times. Good to keep in mind. Very good to keep in mind. That requires more mobility. We'll get there in time. So Lorraine is not the one we're looking for. But that just goes that goes block cemetery directly. Not the underground area that I thought it was. So we need the ability to wander through mirrors. Which is not yet a skill afforded us. Yet being the operative word. There's other secrets here. Well, we've at least not one. No, actually, we did get it all. It just did not immediately update. Okay. So this is a... nice little roundabout. Once you've made some progress. Nope, you already dead. Well, no secrets here. Oh, those do hurt. I think those are... the fish bombs we were warned of. Once the old pilots will not cause... I'll see to the old pilots will cause no more harm. Thank you, so I feel lighter knowing the honest practitioners of my trade will no longer be tormented by the spectres of my past misdeeds. What is that ghost? Okay, so we can go further here without another ability anyway. But at least we did have the ability to utilize these harpoons, whatever they may be, in the end. So, now we need to utilize the path to the asylum. Suppose and get 2 kills right here and now. Why not take it? don't really need something actually. I don't actually go through Martha's factory, but I am curious. And it is always important to engage in a healthy amount of curiosity. Especially when it rewards with a save point. So. Big chain spirit here. Hello there. I want to use my time with living to help those in need here in Bedlam Asylum. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. No apologies necessary. I was offering a prayer for those suffering tonight. I suppose I don't need to make assumptions, but I'm surprised by your presence here. Did you become trapped in the mortal world? That's one of my time in life. I'm still about what I believe to be a declining morality and brutality here in London and throughout the world. I've learned to despair and lost hope in the goodness of our human world. Would you say that you have hope now in the afterlife? I do have hope. Very much so. So my many years in the afterlife, people have demonstrated to me that the arc of time leads to God. Well, you're in Bedlam Asylum. Is where I can help you. Yes, like all spirits, I am unable to ease the suffering of mortals. No in the city do I see more suffering than in Bedlam. So many innocent men and women have been locked away and forced to endure cruel psychological and physical experiments. People only knew how the unjustly detained were being treated. So the rumours are true. I've heard whispers of sinister activities here in Bedlam Asylum, but the institution has always been held in high regard by my friends in industry. Please, Spirit, tell me what I can do to help stop this. There's evidence of his malicious behaviour in the Bedlam Asylum's medical files. Find it and deliver it to the officer in London. His name was Samuel. With these documents, Police Force will have what it takes, will have what it needs to act. Oh, why are you crying? You can see me? Oh, sure, you can see me. As you clear as day. What is your name and why are you crying? My name is Sophia. My sisters and I saw a group of young boys sneaking into the asylum. They are Scout Brigade members and one of their troop leaders has been missing. The boys heard stories about people that come to Bedlam Asylum and never return and foolishly thought to search for him here. They're in Bedlam Asylum, they're in danger. I must find them. Mrs. Avery and Ken are with them, but there is little they can do as ghosts. The boys are safe for now, but they are terrified. You must help them. Let them get them on their way home. Thank you, kind sir. Ah, the mirror ghosts. So that's what's next on our collection list. Almost there. That was worth a shot. Alright, deeper into the asylum we go. Where we'll stop. We certainly don't know. Alright, two more. The lamplighter. Oh. Alright, so our lamplighter is nice and evolved. I'm going to work on the harpoonist. Harpooner. And begin pressing over accuracy. They're going to be removing themselves from vulnerability. Okay. Then there's no real reason to continue trying to attack them immediately if they're not a threat. Now look, another moment of time from a poor lost soul who lost his way. Yes, how can I help you? Got any grub on you? Fancy some nosh? No, spirits don't need mortal food. No, just kidding, a bit of spirit humor. I'm stuck in the mortal world and I just need help. The need to get help to make a joke every now and again, now and then to pass the time. I respect your attitude, sir. You have not met many spirits with your spirit. I was spirit too, geezer. Ha! I've seen you help others and I need some of that. I was a prisoner once. Bunkmate of mine, Raleigh Haywood, once told me that he had committed a crime and blamed it on a local vagrant. Vagrant's name was Arvel. Everyone thought he was mad anyway, so they locked him up in this asylum. This man locked up. This is terrible. Why don't you speak up? Selfish, wasn't it? I was a coward. Never said a word about that confession. I myself was angry at the system. Believe the needs of others. Haywood is no longer with us living, but now I see that Arvel is... now I see that Arvel still lords in Bedlam. Set him free, will you? Do him that much of a kindness? I will find this man and return to the liberty that was unjustly removed. I really need to whittle you down a bit first. And then hit you. These are the purposes that I'm actively seeking. Okay, save room. There's definitely more to this color coding. We have a spare lot, but also the high storage should actually be replaced. So we can get up here, though. There seems to be nothing as a reward for it. But it's good to know that we can, at least. I do appreciate stray rewards of curiosity. Even if it is as simple a reward as... yes, you can. Courage and most likely the... got myself into a bit of problem here. You're not grabbing onto the ledge at all, nor is there a way to actually get myself higher up. All of our spirits are disabled while underwater. Ah. Okay, that'll be why. Not actually a problem, but uncomfortable nonetheless. Oh, well. Goodbye then, have a good time. Okay. So let us swing back whenever we'd like. We do want to act nonetheless. I will... not engage further. Currently. Actually, no. So we know what this path is. Yes, we should be able to actually have that shortcut at least. Oh, there's another shortcut we can work towards. Also, while we're here, That's not that we can take to save and see if we can enter the factory. Probably not, but we can find out definitively. Oh yeah, no. Just like that, we know very nicely. Okay. That's going to be important to have available. Welcome, Mr. Cake, and indeed, this game does, in fact, exist. How are you doing today? And to you as well. Especially since it is properly Christmas for you, isn't it? Merry Christmas, okay. So what sort of games did you get? That you have access options for now? Okay, so we need to double around with this. I'm gonna push this one way. I'm going to push other things down as well. Like so. What new options have been added to the docket? Ah, very fair. Must have been a nice time. Oh, what to do with the boss? Bring out a spirit kid. That's it. Right, the snippets we needed for the monk. Very fair. I have heard wonderful things about Stellar Blade. Stellar things, even. We should not die. Oh. And we ended up dying anyway. I'm going to come back here later on anyway. I think. Other items. So we'll need to maneuver around from another angle to actually get access to that. Ah, well, sir, you are free to go. Find a safe place to sleep tonight. In the morning, stop by Scrooge and Marley and we can talk further about your future. I've been locked away unjustly for so long, I can hardly believe this moment has come. I never lost hope that one day I'll be free. Thank you, sir. I've not, but also not found any hidden rooms thus far, which could be part of it. Arvel is a free man, and if others come looking for him, I will see that he has proper legal counsel to state his case, and ensure his freedom for the rest of his days. Mighty kind of you. I'll see if maybe I can return the favour tonight. I'm sure we'll have ample opportunity. How does increase damage? Hmm. Okay, I think I know this has to progress properly. I need to find out what this room was asking me properly. Rather didn't take him, I told you because I couldn't. Because I just didn't figure out exactly what it was asking of me. Getting... Well, if Ebenezer looking this cool is a guarantee that he is right about Christmas, then it is correct to be positive about Christmas. As it is canonically post A Christmas Carol. We... Unless... That takes a lot, doesn't it? Let's see if you can actually break a wall out of curiosity. You can! Wonderful, so we did need to do that. At least in theory. It does seem that you only go in the one direction. Need some crystal glass. It's always more to be prepared to Metroidvania many things. But we still need to find... need to find these boys. So we need a mirror travelling. Quite a bit of what is to come as far as I can tell. Right, this is not the way forward. The shorter path is. So, probably in our smartest interest currently to utilize the fast travel. Back to Westland. Greater maximum health. Materials for upgrading spirit as well. What do you demand for the next one? We need more lead and sand. What about you? What do you demand next? More rosemary and sand. Okay, so we definitely need to wiggle around a little bit more. Hmm. On the way to Malthus factory. Let's go ahead and head back into the asylum. Actually, hold on, I think that's right deep actually. No, that is the right one. Alright, let's wander around and see if we can find... one thing we're looking for at least. Because right now it seems like almost every path we want to go to is blocked off. It is certainly not ideal, but also is part of the fairly standard Metroidvania crunch, unfortunately. So I've been, I'll definitely know once I've gotten what I needed. I was also building up ghost upgrades. I think the better spirit recharge is fundamentally the upgrade we want and need most. Here we are. Here comes someone who doesn't look like an unrepentant ghost. Maybe he's here to help. Sir, please, don't be mad at us. We're scared and just want to go home. I'm not mad at you, dear boy, but you must leave this place at once. Proceed forward and make a right at the end of the hall. You'll find the exit there. Do not delay. Thank you. Our brigade leader Kip has been missing. We came to find him. We found no sign of him here. We'll bear our instructions and exit. Keep an eye out for Kip. In the meantime, do not suffer anything, no matter what you see, hear, or feel. You belong until you are home with your families. So if you found me earlier, let me know. These boys need your help. I know they could not see you, but I'm sure your friendly presence gave them some semblance of calm and reassurance. We're happy to help. Thank you for helping the boys. Unless if you know the boys are on their way to safety. Well, I should learn not to question the abilities of ghosts. I must ask how you were able to do that with a mirror. We're going to each other as triplet sisters, even while we are apart. We can take you anywhere in the world so long as there is a mirror on each side. By mirror? How is this possible? That's a silly question. So much exceeds your capacity to understand. You will need to know this. One of us will take your hand, enter a mirror, another will take your hand and take you out. Quite simple, actually. Now we have our path forward. Where does this take me out of curiosity? Ah, okay. I don't notice the spikes there. I thought that was more just a railing for some reason. That's a shortcut between points? Ah, the save room does bring us around to the... Ah, hello there. There's the mother. Heartbreaking. I do need that sound. What's a quick save room? Not certainly interesting. So we know the upper path leads us. Would be useful for getting a new path all around. Alright, let's see what's in the mirror world. Okay, was not needed there. So we're getting plenty of coin in the process. Okay, but what about area hazards? We do have an answer to them now, at least. Need to get through. A different part of it. That'll be a way of coming down quickly. That's almost certainly similar. What could be wrong? I was indeed wrong. This is a different part of the same puzzle area. Right, now I have some more consistent travel in this particular room, so we need to come back. I'm not really interested in breaking that. Not right now, at least. Well, it's the main office. Letters to Casper to be found anywhere. This would be the logical starting point. Well, letters to Casper, there are so many. Dozens, no, hundreds. She truly must have read into her son weekly since she was brought here. Speaking of to help Casper, a reminder that even in the present day there are those who loved him and didn't want this life. Yes, correct. His loves a day in the present. I want to propose an idea to remind Casper of his true nature. What is it, Ebenezer? Visitors are able to help others see pathways to their redemption by confronting their past, present, and future. We all know something meaningful from the present day. If we find similar items that represent Casper's past and future and confront him with them, he will rediscover his true self. It makes sense, Ebenezer. We do not have the spirit's powers. How are we to look into his future? I have an idea, but it will not be easy. We need to find Victor. Victor is long deceased brother? Or to embark on some misguided quest to find a ghost, then? Will we even begin, rummaging through dusty records, chasing after ethereal shadows? Dead man groomed to be hardened, but to the needs of humanity from a young age would only find himself in one place. In the necropolis, a nexus for the most unrepentant. Oh, splendid. Let us venture into the necropolis, that realm of the dead. Is that a place we, or at least I, can enter? Do you know where to find it? I have seen the necropolis as a spirit, but I do not know where to enter as a mortal. If I had to guess, though, it would be somewhere that led underground. I think I can help. There's an entrance to London Underground on the east side of the city, between the circus and the lower entrance to the London Observatory. Well, well, Buster, it appears you hold the key to our predicament. Who would have thought that a lad like yourself would possess knowledge of the hidden paths in this labyrinthine? Lead the way, then, and let us venture forth into the mysteries of the necropolis. Actually, no, let's focus first and foremost. On opening this door. Utilize a save point and then return. See what other secrets are found here. But also, while we're here, we can also turn in the Monk's Quest. I've got some material I think you should read. What's this? Reports from the Bedlam Asylum. Please look them over. You will find there are people who need your help urgently. I've done as you asked. I've given the evidence to the authorities. We'll take action. I'm sure of it. Your selflessness tonight will bring relief and closure to those who have lost loved ones in Bedlam Asylum, and freedom to those innocents still captured. I'd like to join you, Ebenezer. I welcome your presence. I'm asking a formidable party tonight. I can use the help of a good spirit such as yourself. So may any time let us continue. The night grows darker. And let it be the morning sun to vanquish this horrible night. Access to healing is definitely a very nice tidbit to have access to. Oh. Okay, at least it fixed itself. It was very concerning for a moment. These are the ghosts of Christmas past. How could I forget? Your flames are much brighter than last we met. It's still early in the night. As always, though, they will begin to fade in little time. Your help is so precious. Why have you sought me out tonight? I'm only a child of mankind to help you on your journey. She help. This girl is compassion. She will provide healing as you endure the darkness. Thank you, Spirit. I definitely will not argue with some... Possibly uses my red berries. I mean... I'll accept it. Well, we're willing to return from another direction. He's now aware of that direction, at least. We might finally be able to turn in this dress. We shouldn't have the ability to actually get upward further. Oh, wait, hold on. Long way. Can swing upwards at any time. I think we have the ability to... No, we don't have nearly enough satellite lead. Alright, over the observatory. Oh my god, can I make that jump? Two more, and then we are... Keep an eye out for a blue glow in a wall. I don't know how it works. Ah, so there are plenty of secret passages then. Maybe not passages in that case. More just hidden breakable points. Nonetheless, it'll be very important to keep it on hand. Right, that's the necropolis. Is it a different way to access? No, there shouldn't be a different way to access that. Very strange area for it to point to. Alright, what is over here? Well, that's quite the process. Okay, so I know where we're going then, I believe. We wanted to get down here specifically. It's probably easier to just walk over there directly at this point. Ah, no. The elevator was still the best path. Ooh. That should help us, I believe. Right, West London. So we can access East London. Okay, now I think we should appear a spirit again. Yeah, we're demanding quite a bit more. We'll probably get through the prisoners upgrade pretty reliably. Oh, as much as I appreciate Eric, I do not appreciate a singular upgrade that is crit chance. And I think it's more by being special. Will not deny is very much a possibility. And of course, the tribute of his that being the most affordable of them. So the icy floor is merely aesthetic, thank goodness for that. Very fine. Mentioned beneath the observatory, but it wouldn't be the cemetery. I mean, it could be the cemetery because it's in Necropolis, of course, but don't have no ability to get through to the cemetery yet. I was going to get an enhanced kick when we get there. Which is possible, technically. I assume what curveball the game throws us. Let's see what the game has in store for us. Oh, right. I can't cemetery because I was blocked by... not so much the gate. The downward tippet was the other axis. This one required the mirrors. Ah, that's right. Misremembered. I've heard whispers of a gathering place for wayward souls. I thought nothing more than a fairy tale. Is the entrance to the necropolis. The vast emptiness of this place draws many unrepentant. Do you mean that Victor Malthus will be here? What Lillian says is true. Gaius nurtured Victor's disdain and hatred of the working class and the poor from a young age. I cannot imagine that such a person will not be chained to the mortal world or retain any regret for their actions. If that is the case, then this is where he will be found. Do you believe Victor can help us? Help Caspar? He seems a wayward soul indeed. I do not know. Victor may have no desire or ability to help us or his brother. His past goals align greatly with Caspar's current plans. He may even have had a part to play in disrupting the work of the Christmas spirits. I had not thought of that before. I had not thought that the force behind these events could be someone who once knew Malthus. Nor had I. Be very careful. The more I set a place, the stronger the attraction of hostile unrepentant spirits. And this place is very isolated. It's the realm of the lost, and they do not like to be disturbed by reminders of what they once were. Welcome, Ash. How are you doing tonight? I'm also doing quite well, thank you for asking. Definitely what I at this point, but nonetheless, getting through a little bit more before we sign off. You there, halt. The walls of the cabinet clear running in the hallways. Sir, I must beg your pardon, but if you look around, you will see I have good reason to keep such a brisk pace. Referring to these blasted unrepentant making a muck of everything, I understand your distress, but that is still no excuse to flaunt the ruins. My sincere apologies, sir. I will do my best to flee from my adversaries at a more moderate pace. Good. That's all I ask. My name is Gerhard Braun, and as a warden, it is my duty to maintain order. I would say that you feel so strong about maintaining order, you could choose to assist me in dealing with this growing spiritual chaos. And it would be to my liking, but I would first need you to help lessen my burden. As for prison warden, I made it my duty to ensure all under my care fall into the ruins. One back under prisoner, Tom Derby, whose judgment prevented him from sending correspondence or communicating with the outside world while incarcerated in my facility. I see certainly at some point even the most hardened criminal may have a legitimate need to communicate outside the facility. His lawyer, if nothing else. Well, the man's daughter wrote to him once a week from the moment he began his sentence. He tore his letters and wished to respond, but I refused him each time as his respect for my rules never improved. I think this would be a lesson for him that he would carry with him once he was allowed to return to normal society, since he knew for many years until he caught some sort of sickness and died before he could be released. A horrible turn of events indeed. The man had true remorse for his actions while alive, and his spirit will not be found tethered here or amongst the unrepentant. But his daughter still lives and carries with her the belief that her father never cared enough about her to respond to a single letter. How could I ease this burden? Surely a daughter should not suffer for the faults of her father. I saved every letter Tom Derby received along with those he wished to send in return. You will also find them among my official notices of rejection to his request to send them out. Do me this kindness. Find them and deliver them to his daughter. You should know that her father did write her back. I will get these letters and bring them to his daughter. I need to find a Charlotte. Actually, there's a secret area here. Some copper. This is what I needed. You there, spirit. I can see you wallowing in the darkness, but you are no unrepentant spirit. What are you doing down here? I know, not unrepentant. Not yet, anyway. I feel this might be my final destination, so why not get a start on it, eh? Oh. I was, once. I was nothing but cheerful. I focused only on my own wants and needs, even over those of my loving family. Never felt the need to spend time with them. Now I feel only regret for my neglect of those who loved me. The spirit feels as I do. It is only a matter of time before they become forgotten and lost down here. Why, aren't you a cheery fellow? Not that they remember me, but not well. Without my support, my wife, Avril, had to get a job as nightcleaner at the London Observatory. Probably cursing my name as she cleans each window. Forgotten? I'm sure that despite your neglect, your family still remembers you. Lisa, you must help her. Make sure that no harm comes to her. Avril needs to be okay, for her own sake, and for the sake of our children. But if your wife is at the London Observatory, she is not safe. I've been there this evening and it is swarming with unrepentant spirits. I'll make sure she is safe. I have no doubt I should find my way back there sooner or later. I think you're heading a lot of ground this evening. Sort of one as you were dying. Ooh. My back did not come out when I thought it was. I don't know what to look for as far as these breakable points. Okay, so we have that covered. Ah, so we still need more. Not ability to actually make progress here. Ah, you're the one we need for this. Hello there, you remember the dapper looking this evening? Doing so with your current environment. Maybe you'll just for a cavern filled with unrepentant ghosts. I won't so much deeper into this place. It's easy to get lost down here on the best of nights. This certainly isn't one of those. Thank you for the warning, Spirit, but unfortunately I have an important matter to take care of here. That was near my mortal life. I spent a great deal of time in the mountains of Bavaria guiding travellers on dangerous treks. I saved many lives in my profession. This was a brave and noble profession, yet you are here bound to the mortal world by chains. May I ask why? As a glamour and guide, I saw myself as adventurous, but just as I saved many lives, many fell into danger and harm due to my recklessness. Some were harmed in ways that could not be healed. I understand well. Sometimes in haste we can take actions that hurt others. If you are eager to help, I would like to make a request. A young man part of an adventure club was exploring here in this necropolis, but he's been lost for some time. I'd like to ask if you could see him out safely. I will gladly help. I believe this young man is part of the Scout Brigade. I had heard of his absence. I know him soon for his sake. It's a dangerous place, and I fear he is in danger at each moment as each moment passes. Fear not, I will find that. Even when you return, I shall help you on your quest. Much appreciated. Ah, there you are, Kip. I was going to guide him much more actively, step by step. So if we want to find materials, there are ways to do so. But first and foremost, I will wait until tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this initial look at Ebenezer and the Invisible World. We will continue with more of it tomorrow. But in the meantime, let us see where we shall go tonight. Thank you very much, Sir. Alright. Tonight I was looking forward to one Skookum Hime, who's playing American Truck Simulator. Please will give them as much of your affection as you can. Hopefully, you will look forward to more Christmas Carol Metroidvania chaos tomorrow. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, please do all that you can to enjoy the remainder of your evening. And as always, take care and good night.